The Hamish and Andy Show podcast. Powered by Amy. Lucky you're with Amy.
3, 2, 1.
Well, I've been posting selfies all day, but now I'm going to post about
gifts. I've been at the backpackers hostel all day, doing nothing, but I haven't had a chance to think about...
This show is our gift to you.
Well, everyone's agreed to drop everything because it's 3 o'clock. And Hamish and Andy have declared today's topic is...
Presents, prezzies, a bit of the old...
This is
gifts.
Hamish and Andy's Happy Hour.
Good afternoon, everyone. Some people... Hamish and Andy with you. Some people call presents
A bit
gift
of the-
presents or a bit of the old...
No, a bit of the old is from, Western type films where people are going to go off and probably lay with each other.
Andy, I'm offended. I am shocked.
Yeah?
Such an early hour of the afternoon, I would have assumed a bit of the old is a bit of oil to grease the wheel, which is maybe a cash gift.
A bit of the old You keep cocking your head and winking at the same
Yeah,
time.
because the money's outside. I can't bring it in here because I'll get done for cash for comment. No money can change hands in radio studios, otherwise it's cash for comment.
That's not true. Hey, have you ever given a gift that you've regretted giving?
Yes, all the time.
Yeah, what comes to mind?
Oh,
Anything?
God, so many.
Because I reckon the people of France have been annoyed that on this day, back in 1885, they gave New York City the Statue of Liberty.
Statue of Liberty, I know.
Yeah.
It's a heck of a gift for a country to give another one. Of all the gifts that one country gives another one, that's probably the best one.
Because you go.
They should have made it more French.
You go to exactly.
So people, because I don't think a lot of people know that France gave it to America.
No, the statue should have Lady Liberty should at least be wearing a beret.
Yeah.
And instead of maybe the torch, a baguette.
Something.
But
then it wouldn't have got prime posse.
But think
they would
about
have put it out in Oklahoma or something.
You go to Paris.
Yep.
You see the Eiffel Tower,
Which is not a present from America.
You go to New York City, see the Statue of Liberty. Imagine you had both.
Yeah.
I mean they had the option of having both.
I think because
they gave one away.
I assume they custom built it.
Yeah.
It wasn't for sale somewhere because if you had a shop and you had the Statue of Liberty for sale, it's one of those real make or break items. Like I worked in a rollerblade store and we had $800 rollerblades.
Yeah.
It was like, well, I don't think we're ever going to sell these. But so the Liberty would have been like that. So they had it custom built for America, and I think they sort of built it for what the Americans wanted, not just sort of what would show off for them.
They've got a smaller one in France.
They do, don't they?
Yeah.
Do you know what? I always thought that France gave it to America after World War II because America liberated France.
That's what I thought. But
Wouldn't America have been going after the Second World War? Oh, geez, here we go. I mean, if we got liberty in 1885,
exactly.
What are we going to get for this? They're probably going to give us, oh, God, it'd probably be 10 times the size. Might even be a gold one. And then, did they get anything?
I don't think they got much, no.
I mean, we haven't looked that up at all, but nothing springs to mind that they were given.
It's the happy hour. Today the topic is gifts. I've got the segment $1 Million Gift coming up at the end of the show.
Yeah. Don't miss that.
And
$1 million gift. When you think Hamish and Andy, we want you to think $1 million gift. And we'll explain it later.
In the meantime, though, a fellow called Levi's come to the show offering us a gift. And that gift...
That's nice of him. We had a lot of people asking for gifts, but not a lot of people offering gifts.
He said he wants to offer his services as the master hat crafter to craft a full-size happy hour sombrero out of none other than the happy hour coasters.
Oh.
He joins us now. Levi, thank you for joining us.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Hello, Levi. You sound like a man that's made a sombrero before. Is this true?
That's not true, but I'm happy I give off that impression.
You had me fooled. Have you ever made any? Have you ever made any hats?
I've never made one hat, no.
Okay,
but
so
you come to us requesting 300 coasters to make the grandest of all hats, the sombrero.
I'm pretty confident in my abilities, and with some practice on some regular standard coasters, I think I could do it. I could pull it off.
Well, Levi, it says here I'm like offering my services as a master hat crafter. now, where did you get your masters?
Are you able to offer that?
Yeah, absolutely. I can take some lessons.
What's the best thing you've built?
I've built... I'll have to get back to you. Not many hats, though.
Okay.
No, but anything. Like, what have you ever built?
What's the only DIY project you've ever done?
Best, even if it's a spice rack.
Oh, I used to make some killer pillow forts when I was little.
Okay,
Pillow fort.
Okay, Levi. So obviously we can't just send you
you're
out
asking
because Hamish brought up a good point. He said to me, "What if this guy is tricking us and he's just going to run off with the coasters?"
What if you're opening a bar and you're
Oh,
just going to...
no. You've got me all wrong.
Well, you did lie. We've known all we know of you is lies so far.
You've come for this job interview. You've said, "Listen, guys, I shall build the tallest building in the CBD," and then we need to know what you've built before, and it's you've made a sock puppet.
Mate, confidence is key, and I can definitely pull this off.
If you were applying to build a skyscraper, whilst we would love confidence, we also need technical ability.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, look,
and a resume.
I think we've all seen Wolf of Wall Street, and Leo DiCaprio had very little experience in the stock market, and look what he did.
The Wolf of Sombreros.
Okay. Well, Levi, it would be remiss of
I love
us.
that we think it was Leonardo DiCaprio, not Jordan Belfort.
It'd be silly of us to just send you out coasters because obviously they're not as valuable in the tree of what some people describe as merchandise in our show, but which
Sacred
is
gifts.
Sacred gifts. It's not as special as the Happy Hour Gold coloured watch, but certainly it has a fair bit of weight behind it. A Happy Hour
Absolutely.
coaster.
What if we sent you out?
No one's taking any value from the coaster.
If one man held 300, you can understand what that would do to the price of them.
Yeah.
It would absolutely rock the market.
Maybe we go to the pub, Ham, and just grab what we believe to be similar size shaped coasters.
Yeah.
We send out Levi out 300 of those.
Bracky coasters.
If you have a practice run with just regular pub coasters and we deem it good, you can then have 300 Happy Hour coasters to make another one.
Do you agree to a trial period and then you can build the sombrero?
Yeah, I'm not liking the lack of confidence in my abilities that I think I've got, but I suppose it's completely fair and I'll have to agree to those conditions.
But can you see it from our perspective? What if we sent you 300 coasters and it was a bloody mess? Yeah. We've wrecked 300 coasters.
Yeah. And neither of us can wear it to the races like we'd hoped.
It wouldn't be a bloody mess, is what I'm saying.
Okay, so it is one man's word versus another's. We're going to have to get a trial dress made up. They do it for weddings.
They do.
Levi, we're going to send you some coasters.
We're going to send you 300 coasters of approximate size and weight. You build that to our liking. We then send you 300 Happy Hour coasters.
And don't
you build
slack off on the second
This
go.
will become the ceremonial hat of the show. Okay?
Yep.
It'll be
Excellent.
a prize just under the gold-coloured watch. We'll fly people from anywhere in the country to come to the studio to wear the hat for 10 seconds if they perform outstandingly.
The honour to make the hat or to craft this hat would be a privilege in itself.
Oh,
This is
Levi,
basically
well
like making the Iron Throne on Game of Thrones. Okay, so thank you, sir. We'll send you out the practice coasters.
Gifts is our topic to start things off today.
Let's play a little bit of Gifts and Misses, Ando.
Yes.
A brand new segment that will run for the next 5 minutes on the Hamish and Andy show before being retired permanently.
With critical acclaim.
It's not to say it won't be outstanding, though. Just on the topic of if you've just missed a bit with a gift.
Yeah.
But we can take outstanding gifts in Gifts and Misses.
Yeah.
Although, let's be honest, we're probably just going to focus on the bad ones. I feel like a bad guy because I'm going to nominate my brother-in-law for delivering not a bad present, but certainly a head scratcher.
It's a miss.
It's a miss. But it's probably my fault for expecting more.
Okay, sure.
If that makes sense.
Sure.
I'll put it to you this way. If I gave you a present, if you unwrapped it and inside the present was a very small thing that was, say it was like a fishing hook.
Okay.
You'd be like, oh, what does this mean? And then you turn to me and I go, we're going fishing. Right?
Yep.
I thought the present I got was one of those symbolic presents.
Exactly. A symbol to represent a grander gift.
So last time, I'm unwrapping this present from Zoe's brother. I unwrap it. It's a lobster bib.
Oh, great.
But not a cloth one, like a paper one.
Yeah.
Like in America, if you go to lobster restaurants, you put literally a napkin, like a big napkin around your neck, and it has a picture of a lobster on it.
A paper disposable.
A disposable lobster bib. So I open it up, and I'm in my head go, what can this mean?
We're going to a lobster
He's
restaurant.
bought 2 lobsters, and they're in the fridge.
Yeah.
We're going to have lobster. Yum.
Yeah.
I love lobster. When do I get that sweet, sweet lobster? So I turned to him and I'm like, whoa, what's this? He goes, man, it's a bib. He goes, I just saw it and I thought, it's funny, thought of you. You can, you don't have to eat lobster with it, but it's just, I just thought you'd get a kick out of it.
Can we, though? Are we going to be eating lobster with it?
I was like, oh, no, man, it's awesome. No, it's great. But I had to struggle to contain my disappointment because accidentally in my head, I'd already assumed we were going to be eating lobsters
Matthew George
for the rest of our life.
Matthew
I thought it
George.
was the last time supply lobster.
Matthew, have you got a gift or a miss, mate? Gifts and misses.
A miss.
A miss.
What's your miss?
They seem funner to talk about, don't they? Talk about
Back in primary school, must have been about 8, 9 years old. We were doing KK. So I was a little boy, really excited to get a present, maybe a toy, an action figure or something.
Yeah,
we opened it in front of everyone. That's just how we did things. I opened mine and I find it's a pink photo frame with flower designs around the edges.
Which stinks of someone having bought the present before they knew who they were getting, Chris Kringle.
I think that must have been it, or they thought I just really dug photo frames.
Speaking of people that are 9 years old at primary school, this one came from Wendell. He said, "My parents got me for Christmas a dustbuster." 9 years old.
That's gifts and hints.
But he's 9 years old. Dad was trying to make a game out of it, saying we're going Ghostbusters and running around with it.
And the ghosts are filth around the house.
M on 131060. Tell us, gift or miss?
It was a miss.
All right.
My brother got me an empty advent calendar for Christmas.
Oh, he'd eaten all the chocolates.
Yeah, well, when we were little,
Someone had.
Yeah, we used to share a room, and he was under my bed one night, and I was like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "I'm just getting ready for school." And then I woke up the next morning, and my advent calendar was empty. It was kind of like a joke from that.
Hang on, and then he gave it to you after that?
He gave it to you after that?
No, that was like when I was like 4. This was like last year, so about 10 years later.
Oh, so he's just known. He's known for eating advent calendars.
Yeah, but he denied it the whole time, and then last Christmas he was like, "Yeah, it was me."
Christmas weasel.
Right, and so the present, if I can get this right, is a callback joke to a disappointment you had 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Always good.
That's a miss.
Always good for him to reminisce. Remember that time I stole your chocolates? I did it again. Aren't these fun times?
Ham.
Well, Ando. It's that time of the week again where we saddle up our Truth Eagle and we soar high above the scum of Gotham City, which is society in general that it's just been plagued by truths.
Yep.
Truths are fine, actually. Half-truths. Truths are the one thing I'll allow in the city. Half-truths, lies, cover-ups, idiots. Deception, inception, bad receptions. Any of the deceptions. Decepticons are also in there. Basically, this is where I blow something wide open. I get to the bottom of a scam, a scoundrel.
Or a scoundrel.
Scoundrel conducting a scandal. Hackers. Slackers. Blow-ins.
Packers. If they're up to no good.
I'll blow you wide open, Packer, but you're safe this week. Linebackers, if I catch them doing drugs.
Or if they break the line.
Or if they break the rules of their sport, I'll let it go. But if I catch them doing drugs or selling counterfeit Olympic pins, I'll blow them wide open. That's the kind of thing that I'll focus the laser beam of justice upon. Incidentally, the laser beam of justice is fired out the eyes of the Truth Eagle.
Stand back! She's set to blow! Look out! Fire in the hole! Hamish is blowing this wide open! Amazing!
He's done it again.
Oh, what a great guy.
Very, very good one that has finally come in from a correspondent editor, one of my field operatives, one of my field agents, doing a good job out in the field. Again, I reiterate, please do keep sending them in. I've got heaps, but never hurts to have about 100 more. And I can only get to roughly one a week.
Yeah.
And so you should see my office. The stack is... You need a Sherpa to get to the top of it.
Really?
But I want to keep adding to it because what sort of message does that send to the people, Ando, if I say, I've got enough cases?
No, exactly.
Keep them coming in.
Also,
but don't send the generic ones that you find online at Snopes. Don't send the urban myths.
Yeah, okay. No urban myths. Yeah.
This is a terrific one. I did ask for some, for people to dig deeper. And also, don't come to me with a lead. Yeah. I need the full case. Exactly. I need to be able to prosecute.
You want the credit, not the work.
Unfortunately, yeah. Well, I'm doing my own work. which now has had to take a back seat because this case that's been brought to me is so good. That's how selfless I am. I'll do all this work and then I won't even get to air my case.
Wow.
So
how are you getting through yours?
Crackpots and despots are running around getting away scot-free because of my one a week rule. I'm doing it late night.
Yep.
And it doesn't mean I'm not calling up people off air and saying to them, I'm on to you.
Yes, it does.
It just means I'm not able to present the case on the show.
Sure.
So this comes in. Let me ask you this, Ando.
Yep.
You like Chinese food?
Love Chinese food.
Jack, do you like Chinese
I
food?
do like Chinese food.
I love Chinese food. What are some nice things to eat at a Chinese restaurant?
I personally like lemon and chicken, but
I like
sweet and sour pork's a favourite.
Chicken cashew nut.
Beef black bean.
Some of the desserts are nice. The toffee apple in
you and
the
I'll
cold
have
water.
chicken and sweet corn soup.
Have a fortune cookie with our tea at the end.
Yeah.
Yep. Stop. One of us just mentioned fortune cookies, didn't they? While we're all just talking about traditional Chinese foods.
You did.
What if I completely pulled the whole world out from under your feet and told you that fortune cookies are not Chinese? Fortune cookies were invented in Japan by the Japanese and brought to the US.
This was my fact.
When was that?
Wasn't it the fact at the start of the show?
I can't remember which one, but yeah, months ago, Andy used that as his fact at the start of the show. I'm blowing you one.
Have we had that, have we?
I used it as my fact at the start of the show. Someone has just emailed you back in something they've heard on this own show. Of this show.
All right, what about this one?
No, we're going to
what about the mugs? Andy.
No.
At Typo, the shop, the mugs that have the Scrabble letters on the back don't contain the letter I. Jack, blow that one open.
No, Jack, don't. Happy damn it.
And also...
I can't believe I got told my own first back to me.
What else have I got? Oh, in Sweden. In Sweden.
Turn his microphone.
In Sweden, you get 3...
Hey, before we go on, Amy, congratulations, Amy. Thank you very much. Well, I'm congratulating you for being
Good on
a
you,
partner.
Amy. Thank you. Congrats. It was a tough fight, and you won out in the end.
Yeah.
And you won us over
Yeah.
with your commitment to safe driving.
Exactly. Safe Drivers course. For drivers under 25, it's free for you,
Yeah.
your grandchild, or your grandchildren, Ham,
Yeah.
or your children, I should put that in. If you have comprehensive car insurance with Amy.
Yeah, they get to do the course. Now, Ando, we say, Amy, congratulations because of your safe driving policy, because remember Dangerous Dave's driving
terrible
team
Yeah.
offered to be our digital partner.
Triple DT.
And we just went, we're not doing that dangerous.
No.
You just got to stop calling.
You're too dangerous.
He crashed through the wall and offered it to us. We don't like your business strategy.
He also doesn't offer a further 10% off your insurance.
He offers 10% on.
Yeah. What an ass.
Extra money. He's an idiot.
Yeah. Check the PDS, though. Time for $1 Million Gift.
This is more of an exercise. It feels like the kind of thing that would be brought up at like a corporate team building day.
Yeah.
Although I don't know if this would be team building or team shattering.
Yep.
Before the show today, we decided to have a little exercise where, hypothetically, we've each got $1 million to spend per other member of the team. So you, me, and Cackling Jack here.
So $2 million, I have to spend
$1 million on me, $1 million on Jack.
Yeah, or up to $1 million.
Up to $1 million. So everyone's got $1 million to see what you would get the other person. Alternative title for this segment was Billionaire's Christmas.
Yeah.
So it's sort of like, imagine if you had $1 million to just make someone's day or life with an incredible gift. Essentially, almost like a money can't buy gift, except obviously money can buy it because we got $1 million.
Jack, you can kick it off.
What have you got us?
If you had $1 million, what would you buy Hamish as a gift?
Well, my head went to just gold plate things that you really like. So I was going to give Hamish like a gold plated Xbox controller and Andy a gold plated golf driver.
Extremely heavy.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't use it.
But I thought $1 million is really, we're going for a life-changing gift, aren't we? That's what
you're really buying insane bragging rights.
Yeah.
Especially around the other, especially if we came in after the Christmas break, you'd be like, oh man, Jack went crazy. For Christmas, he got me a solid gold Xbox controller.
Yeah. So Jack, what did you
but
get?
I've gone for life changes, so I'm going to change your personality a little bit. Okay. So, Haim, I got you the world's fastest motorbike. It costs $550,000, so that's for you.
Whoa! Yeah. Thanks, man.
You can have a look at that.
So, but also, there's some change out of that.
Yeah,
you didn't have to spend the whole thing.
No, I can pocket $450,000, but you have I'm happy to also get you helmet, jacket.
All included.
Okay.
Oh, thanks, man. Oh, so you've actually written underneath here, Jack pockets $450,000.
That's fair.
Then for Andy, so I've changed you a little bit as well,
Okay.
and got you a moving.
Yeah.
Yep. Moving planetarium watch. So keep track of the time at a galactic level with this incredible moving planetarium watch.
Don't mind it.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
$250,000.
Yeah.
but
So it's like a normal watch, except it's just got our planets of the solar system going around in real time.
I like that,
slow.
Jack.
Got to take a long time for Jupiter to get It's been a really exciting day when it got to midnight.
Looks quite nice. There's a bit of thought put into that. I do like
That's
the
really
stars.
nice. And again, Jack pockets $755,000. So, Jack, for Christmas, you've made off here, by my calculations, with a little over $1.2 million.
But again, Andy, you can dip into that those leftovers and buy yourself
Strap,
like a real
spare batteries.
real clock for your house, so you can actually tell the real time.
Well, Jack, that's great. I bought you a BMW Z3.
Thanks, man.
Secondhand. Is it secondhand?
Well, yeah, they stopped being made years ago.
Oh, of course,
1997, and also but I didn't have any J. So that's around about 10 grand. That's nice. And then
there's 990 grand in change in the glove box for
no,
tolls.
I didn't just use it myself,
Yeah.
I got you a card that says you've bought 990,000 goats for a kid in Africa.
All right. And do I trust you, though, that you actually bought those guns?
Yeah, there's a picture of the kid with all the guns. He's just become one of the richest kids in his community.
Yeah. So
I'm
that's
quite
why,
happy with that. Actually, that's the best gift that's gone around so far.
because I didn't
today.
want you to be blown away. Like, I couldn't see you suddenly being in, like a Lamborghini or something. I reckon that would change your personality.
Even though Andy could have bought it.
Yeah.
It just would be better to have you in
a BMW Z3.
a BMW Z3 convertible, just looking like you're having a midlife in the 90s.
Yeah. What did you get, Jack Ham?
I got you 10 grand cash.
All right. And what did you do with the rest? The goats?
Admin,
Okay.
postage and handling.
you've just-
But a great card too, the most expensive card you could get from a designer card store. So that
How much was it?
Well, it all adds up.
So far, you haven't spent anything, really, Ham.
I gave him cash.
Yeah. Well,
It's and it's a voucher for everywhere.
okay.
That's what money is.
Well, after
If
this...
you were giving money, why couldn't you give more money from the $1 million?
I was in the middle of writing out $1 million and I got distracted and then I finished the card and the wind blew it shut.
Did you not trust Jack with more money, or...
I looked at him and I was like, if he was driving around in a Lamborghini, he would be the kind of guy that I thought could handle $1 million, but he only drives a Z3, and that's a car from 1997, so I didn't want to overload him with too much money.
I just think it's interesting that it was your idea of a hypothetical game and you've put in the least amount of imagination into your present.
I was slugworthing you. If you were happy with the 10 grand, I was going to give you the rest.
All right, hey.
All right, so Jack's been slugworthed. I'll keep 990 grand.
You and I will reveal our presents for each other.
I have
after
spent
this.
$1 million for yours.
I have spent $937,000.
I'm a better guy. We'll reveal it next.
We're still in the middle of $1 million gift. Haim, you put up the hypothetical today. If you had $1 million, what would you to buy a gift for Jack and myself?
Another person in the team. Now, I gave Jack $10,000 cash as a test. He was grumpy with it. If he was happy with it, he was going to get the $4 million. But I slugworthed you, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory style.
I think Haim came up with the Slugworth well late after.
Well, he's not happy with your goats, mate.
Yeah, no,
and he just got Jack goats.
I gave his money to charity.
Yeah, and that's what I'll do with his remainder.
Okay, Haim, do you want to go first? Or do you want me to go first?
I'll go first for you. $1 million. How do I change Andy's absolute year and blow him away with $1 million? I have got you. And is this a Christmas gift? Are we going for Christmas?
That's fine. Yeah, sure.
I have organised for Pink to sing 3 songs at New Year's Eve party.
That's pretty good. Why Pink?
Just the first person I can think of. And I remember when the Red Bull Grand Prix team launched here.
Yeah.
I think there was a rumor going around she got paid $1 million to do 3 songs there.
So you spent all the money on that?
You'll have to pay for staging. That's just her appearance fee.
Wow. Okay. Not. with all due respect to Pink,
wow.
great.
Throwing it back right in my face. I spent $1 million on your Christmas present, mate. Least you could do is get a well-orchestrated backline and PA system.
Yeah, sure.
You'll need to hire a PA.
Yeah, this is going to cost me. It's going to cost me.
Oh, chump change compared to what I've paid.
Yeah.
She'll also need accommodation.
She can stay at my
and
house.
water and food.
Okay.
No, she has to have her own place. She doesn't trust the word.
Okay.
So look, it's probably going to cost you tops $50,000 in equipment and accommodation. Pretty good though for a talking point of like, did you hear that Pink jumped up on Andy's rented PA system and sung a few acoustics?
At least he put thought into yours, Andy. He just gave me cash.
You love cash. You're always spending it on lunch and stuff.
I went down a similar path to you, Ham. Not with Pink.
I was going to say, if we could collate here, then we could save on the airfare and she could do our gigs back to back. Guys, was it amazing Andy's New Year's Eve party? Well, singing at my New Year's Day recovery party.
Was also good.
I also have Pink, and she's made off with a tidy $2 million for 6 songs.
No, I organised. This took a while. So
no, it didn't. We thought of this barely an hour ago.
No, hypothetically.
Oh, right. Okay. You want points for a hypothetical strain.
Yeah. Hypothetical, it took a long time.
Yeah, but okay.
Okay. But I organised the musical of your life.
Oh, okay. Well,
right. So I paid $100,000. You
haven't done any of this.
Yeah, I did. Hypothetically, I paid $100,000 to Tim Minchin to write some funny songs about your life.
What is it?
John Foreman.
Can I hear a bit of it?
No, he's still working on it. John Foreman is going to score it and provide the music, and also he'll provide the band. That's $60,000.
Where's this budget coming from?
Booking out the Sydney Opera House.
Oh, mate, just get me big.
One of the smaller rooms was $35,000.
Get me one song from
Lighting,
Beyonce.
wardrobe, props, $50,000. Show program I saved a bit on because
I hate musicals.
Because I saved a bit because my brother helped me out. That was just $1,000. Hiring John Goodman to play the fatter you for a while.
So just get me a visit from John Goodman for $1 million.
That was $140,000.
Pay him 8 times as much.
Hugh Jackman agreed to play the fitter now you.
Interesting.
Which is good.
How much did we get him for?
I got him for $340, $200 more than
John Goodman.
That
makes sense. Can I just
currently? Hang on. Katie Holmes was played by. She plays Zoe.
Oh, you can do better than that.
And she's $80,000. I play myself to save a bit of money.
Of course you do. It's hanging out with Holmes, Jackman and Goodman. This has all been a vehicle so you can get some more celebs in your circle. A few tweets from celebs.
And it's it came to $900,000 and $935,000.
What's Katie Holmes charging?
She's charging $80,000.
The cheapest.
Yeah.
She'd be cheaper than Goodman, yeah.
Cheaper than Goodman.
But she's way more expensive. Do you reckon you can get Katie Holmes out of here for $80,000?
Yeah.
She'd have a pretty big role in the musical.
Yeah.
What are some of the songs?
Well, I'm going to ask Minchin, mate. I don't know. He's the one working on it. Yeah.
It's a huge gamble, I'll tell you that, because there's a big chance I'll get bored during this because I don't love musicals.
Yeah, I know.
And it's insulting, isn't it, to get bored during a private musical that's been organised for you.
Mm. But that's not, would you be...
I'd feel a bit like The King, when The King has performers come in and you're like, all right, that's it, Goodman, wrap it up. That's fine. I don't need to see you singing another love song to a pizza.
So I've got time for
that. Pretty good.
HamishNetty.com for anything you may have missed. /topics. There's always more topics going up there.
Guys, if you happen to drive past my house and you see a Z3 parked out the front and you hear what's unmistakably John Goodman singing a proposal love story to Katie Holmes, you'll know that the $1 million gifts have happened and Jack's over to see the musical.
We will catch you tomorrow.
Have a good one.
That was the Hamish and Andy Show podcast, powered by Amy. Lucky you're with Amy.